on the duo, the Canadian duo of Terrence and Phillip. I know you guys like your Terrence and Phillip, and this is Ed and Scott's first debut, well, together as a tag team anyway. Ed has been raking up things in the singles competition, but this is the first time they've teamed as a team. So we shall see how they do together. This is a tables match. And Terrence and Phillip are bringing it already, as Terrence having problems with Scott, and of course Ed having problems with Phillip. As Scott turns the tables on Terrence, nice chop right there, and a right hand, and another right hand, and Ed sidesteps Terrence. Terrence down now. Kick to the shoulder blades. And a nice gut-wrench suplex by Scott. Oh, and takes down Phillip with a clothesline, taking matters on hands. The younger brother, Scott, being the aggressor, taking down and Phillip. And in the process, I think he knocked down his own brother. But again, this is their first time teaming together, so they're probably not used to teaming together in this type of environment. But I can tell you that they're used to moving furniture together because they've done it for years. As this is a tables match, folks, so it's kind of simple. You put your opponents to a table. Very simple rules. As Scott now gets the table, as Ed pummels Terrence. And Terrence now is having some problems with Scott and Ed. Ed takes him down with a clothesline. I don't know what Scott laughing at Terrence and Phillip. Phillip in from behind. And Scott decides to move the table. Oh, never mind, he hit Terrence with it. And he throws the table out of the ring. I hope he knows what he's supposed to do in this match. Now, Scott primarily has never been a rigged wrestling guy, but he decided it would be good cardio and good exercise and good exposure, so here he is, the constructing individual that he is. He's a working hard guy. He's the blue collar, Scott White. As Terrence is down and Phillip is having problems with Ed in the middle outside the ring. Scott setting up the table inside the ring. And if Terrence isn't careful, he's going to find himself within the ring, within the table, which is not what he wants to do. And Scott now, Terrence knocked it. I think Phillip just knocked over the table. Ed now takes the table and hits Phillip with it. Terrence is thrown out of the ring. Now Scott takes his time picking apart on Phillip now as Ed introduces another table. I guess the other table wasn't good enough. And Phillip's getting right hands by both Scott and Ed. Wow, the Whites are really destroying the Terrence and Phillip. Oh, nice. Oh, and a nice flying shoulder block. Takes down Terrence as Scott's got Phillip in the corner down. Ed moving around further and nails Terrence again with it. Both Terrence and Phillip are down. The brothers are doing a really good job in their debut match. And now Scott's got another table and introduces it. And Phillip's all pissed off now. He's all jumping around the ring and all. Terrence is out on his feet. Oh, Scott nailed it, both Ed, his brother and Terrence. And Phillip now sends Ed to the corner. Scott holding the table for no apparent reason. Now hits Terrence with it. Phillip kicking in on Ed. And now show it off. Oh my. There's a Canadian Bronco. There's a Canadian Buster. Courtesy of Phillip. Uh-oh. And Scott takes the table away from Terrence. How embarrassing is that? Phillip trying to send Ed to the corner, into the table, and that could be dangerous. And Phillip is measuring Ed. Scott's not paying attention. And Ed's put to a table. And Phillip and Terrence win. Terrence and Phillip win the match. And that's unfortunate. But they did a great job, the brothers. Look at this. Scott was out getting a table while Ed got power bombed through the table by Phillip.
Here are your winners, Terry and Phillip.
And Terrence and Phillip have won this bout anyway. Terrence and Phillip very excited over their big win. All right, folks, stick around. More action coming your way.